that's how it's going down in Vegas right now. We finished our turdies. We're doing some Ultra, some Corona, some Marlboros, whatever else we need. So, first of all, oops. Uh, welcome to all the new guys. It's been a real pleasure meeting all you guys. Good dudes, good players. The shot sharing thing's been great. It's something that I've really wanted for a long time. So you guys are all a great addition, and you know, it's been a great merge. And gotta learn everyone's names. I don't know your alt accounts and stuff. The was congratulating Leroy on a good shot, but it was Dell, or I'm not sure. Um, anyway, my name's Andy. In our main account, I'm Crush, but that's not really my main account. I've got many accounts, but we'll all get to know each other. So I wanted to go through some of my shots. The other thing is this YouTube channel is for everybody. I can't express enough. If anyone knows how to stream stuff or whatever, I would love your help. I've got all the tools, but I'm an idiot. So I do the videos this way because it's the only way I know how. This chat, if you're a baller on certain tours or whatever, that you're owning, and even if you're not, if you're fucking up shots, I want to watch it. I want to laugh at you or not, or say great shot. It's just about being friends and coming together. I would love to make this channel somehow private. We can rename it, whatever. That it's just for us guys, and that we can do, instead of doing the turdy chat on Messenger, we can play at the same time and say, okay, how did you do it, and I do it this way, and just all watch it together. I think that's a really good way to go, the way that Fenzel and Daniel are doing it now. If somehow we can multi-do that. So if there's anyone that knows, that's techie and knows how to do that shit, I would love your help personally. But again, this channel's for all of us, so I do mostly rookie stuff for the little clan. But I do a lot of 2 or 10 stuff. If you go into the playlist here on this channel, you'll see I've done 2 or 10 shootouts in a playlist, and I'd like to do that for all the ones. It's outdated and it needs to be better, but it's something that we can all work on together, and I think it would be fun. So anyway, cheers to everybody. So I'm gonna go through. I had a 16, a 15, a couple 14s. So I wanted to go through, and there are shots, and some of the shots are from the Daniel Fenzel stream that I watched, but picking up their ideas and then trying to input them with our stuff. So let's go to hole 1 here. I'm getting this every time now. I've got it 6 in a row. 1 sec here. So that is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what I'm doing now is, it doesn't matter with the wind. I'm going 6 back, 5 right. The 6.5 back, if you've got the heavier wind, is not good. You can come up short, actually. It doesn't get high enough up the hill. But see, I had, that's on my other account. I had a 7.7 wind where I only did 6 back, and it went in as well. So I don't think it really matters that much. That target line is on that bottom right of that white or the lighter green strip, the second one over. I don't worry about where the rest of the ball guide is. That's my landing area. Red ring to that fringe line, and this is just going in every time. I got it with a great left, and the other ones were perfect with difference. I did the 6.5 when I had the lower wind, but you don't need to. I also nailed it with 6 back with the lower wind. So I think I don't think it matters how much it goes up the hill, as long as it gets up the hill. You'll miss when you don't get up high enough. And I think that's the important part. So I think it's just 6 back, 5 right every time, max plus 20. And it's just going in every time. Okay, so we'll go to hole 2. Okay, so hole 2, the Leroy shot, I'm calling it, is the drive here. It gets you to the same spot every time. So the way I'm playing it is 2 left, 4.5 top. Now, this shot here, you need to have in, I've been putting it in power 3 numbers, so power 3 plus 10. It's the next shot that's more important. Now, I'm not sure about this one on this account, but every time I've been getting right to that 354 mark, which was what he did. This one might be a little different, but playing the adjustments from that 354, that minus 10, 25%, I'm getting each time. So I'll go through it here after the drive and see how long this drive was. This might be the short one. This might be the 347 guy. We'll see. I had one that was for some reason a lot shorter than the others. No, this should be the good one. We're around 354, 355. Okay, so I'm just playing. Now I've hit it Thorn 9, Thorn 8, and Falcon 7. Played it with the same adjustment. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's what I've been doing. I've been noticing half a back and just a touch of left to offset the wind has come in nicer than the others. Just checking for my notes here. I lost it. So here. So this was the 355. So this one, let's see here. So because I'm a yard further, would have played it at 23%. So let's see here. With the Thorn 9. And anyway, they're just all going in from the same spot. So this was a great shot right away. I'm not missing this. I'm getting it on every account. So just getting that just straight at the hole, basically. You can see there. And we don't need to watch anymore. So just make sure -10, that 354 mark is 25%. And then going, 2% for every yard short or long from there. So, and if anyone has questions about that stuff, feel free to message me. I know not all of us are advanced players, so if anyone has questions about that, about the percentages and the yardage, just give me a shout. Okay, so let's go to hole 3. Now this one, I'll pass this one, hit the wrong one. I won't go through the shots on the first two. I'll just quickly load it up and tell you what I did. So this one I'm always playing. So rock 8 or 9. Okay, and 2. I did the D-Mac 2.5 up, and however many left you want. I did 3. I did 4. I don't think the left really matters, but the 2.5 up seems to be pretty consistent. So I'm not going to bore you with this. This is a rock 8 or 9 plus 10%. With that 2.5 up. Now the second shot, you just want to make sure you don't go too far. That's the key. So I would put, now on my one account I don't have a good enough long iron. I don't have a Grizzly 7. It's like a 6 and it's shit. So you have to have, I believe, Grizzly 7 and up to get the better ball guide. If you don't have that, I would smash the shot here to get into thorn range. And if you have the good thorn, you can get the ball guide. If you don't have the good thorn, then whatever, I would smash it up there and try and just go after the hole. But here, playing back, and you'll see here I'm kind of fooling around. You just don't want to be too far. You want to be right around in that area, about a good 20 yards at least, short of that bunker. So that's sort of the key to there, because it's easier to find the funnel from further back, just the way the spin works on the ball. So I won't bore you with this. This is sniper plus 10 and just playing somewhere in that 20 yards short of that bunker range. Okay, so this is the important part here. So on the third shot, so just playing it lower, not going up too high and not too much backspin. So you'll see I'm digging around for the funnel. So it looks like the one backspin thing is usually kind of normal, but you'll see when you get in there. And see how I'm digging around, and there it is, and I found it. So I know I'm in it now. And now it's just a matter of straightening it out, see there a little bit, making sure it's in the middle of the cup. And that's it. I'm in the funnel, and I'm playing this mid plus 10. Now, be careful of where you are. If you go too far, you might be in min. And there's no rhyme or reason. We don't know how far, because they don't give us our yardage or anything on our second shot. We don't know exactly how far we are, but if you play to that 20 yards short sort of that bunker, you're going to be in mid. But it's a huge funnel here, so it doesn't matter if you're 0.2 or so off your adjustment. I don't think that you're going to be in the, you can't hit great left or right. You're going to miss, which I've done. But anyway, this is just a money shot. I remember from the last time this was the tournament, this was just the way to go. There's a good rough bump too from the other side, but for me, this shot's just a lot easier. Okay, so for hole 4, I played Ty, posted in our chat his grizzly shot, and I'm all over the cup, but I haven't sank it yet. And I've hit perfect. I've done the curl, done a little less curl, a little more curl, done everything, and I can't hit it. I've not given up on it yet, but I just can't. Even when for sure thought I replicated his shot, I didn't. I'm not getting that to go, so there's no reason to show anything there. On hole 5, it's grip and rip. All our power hooks, I think, or I've done it with the 5, the 6, and the 7 APOC. It's just, I haven't hit the green yet. I'm around the green every time, and it's I wish if I could start over now, I probably would do the layup and just do the short iron shot, just because I feel more comfortable with the short iron in my hand than, you know, a fucking Nirvana around the green. But anyway, I'm sticking with it because I feel invested in the shot now. So I'm not going to do that either. So here's hole 6. Oh no, not this one. That's hole 4. 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I was confused about the holes. So 4 and 5 we're not going to go over. Hole 6. So I did the same like the Fenzel DMAC shots here. So I'm just playing this plus 10, 4 top and max left. And I think don't be afraid to go too long here. It gets up in that hill and it doesn't go through into the rough. I was a little worried sometimes, but then one of my opponents once really mashed one down there and it didn't go through. So no reason to look anymore at this. Okay, for the second shot, I kept going too far. I kept coming in too hot. I don't know what it is. I was doing, when I watched their stream and I was doing the same things they were saying, I kept coming in too hot. So this was my last time playing it and I hadn't hit it yet. And I did the same, everything the same as that they did with the adjustments. And we'll go over that in a sec. But I made sure that it was like 3.5 backspin. And what I did this time is I just made sure that my ball guide was in front of the holes. So you can see me searching there. The one left I think is important. You know, and I'm maybe even almost 4 backspin. And you can see there my ball guide, I'm just lining it up. And I played it about, you know, a good green square and a half in front of the hole. And then we'll go over the adjustment in a sec. But this came in way nicer weight. I just kept coming into a little too hot and a little too right all the time, which means, you know, I wasn't pulling enough, but I was pulling enough. I was pulling the same. I don't know what it was, but see, that weight was perfect, right? So what they were doing on their stream, they were saying that at let's see if I can find it here. Okay, so at 380, they were playing 82% at the +4 mark. So that was the first marker. And then instead of changing the slider, they were changing the plus mark. So, you know, if you're at 380, you're at the +4 mark. So if you hit at 383, you're going to be at the +1 mark, etc. And then just playing 82% slider. So that's what I did. It seemed to work out there. I think that's probably still a bit of a work in progress to be exact, but I can't remember how far my drive was, but then I put it at the +1 mark and instead of the +4 mark, like if I was 383, whatever it was, and just coming in a little shorter of the ball guide of the hole, and it rolled in real nice. Okay, so hole 7, I drilled it early once and then haven't since. And mostly because I hit great left and right, but I've lost that video. Actually, maybe I haven't. 1 sec. Okay, so I think I found it. 1 sec here. Right, so I tried to push up a little bit. So that was my original video when I was walking it through. Okay, so the Leroy shot, he went a little short, right? So all I did was push a little up. So see the yellow is, you know, a slice into the fairway. The white is to the fringe line, and the ball guide is sort of going over the left edge. Sorry, there's so much shit on the screen here, and all I'm playing it is QB Power Zero numbers at min, so that 4.1. And now there's also, I watched their video, the D-back Fensel video, and they're going from the right, and that looks like a good shot too. And I keep hitting it great, and I wanted to actually hit it perfect a couple times and miss, and then switch shots, but I think I'll keep sticking with this one until I do hit it perfect and miss maybe a couple times. But that's what I did after looking at the Leroy video, and now I just adjusted to push a little further up, and that seems like a good shot too. Okay, so let's get out of there. Back to here. So hole 8 is interesting because I drilled it. Wasn't this account? Let's see here. Okay, so hole 8 seems to be playing. I'm just killing one down there each time. So, that's why I wanted to show the other one. Okay, never mind. So we'll show this one as well. So this is the APOC 5 shot. So going for that gap, I'm not measuring it off. Going for that gap because I saw your guys' power shots on there, Rusto, and I think Big Daddy. So, and just smashing the power slice out and aiming sort of in the middle of that patch. So this is the APOC 5, and I bet that's probably about as far as you can get it. Now, was able though to drill this here. You don't need on hole 9 you need a backspin rough club, but on this one you don't. So this one actually plays pretty well from the rough. I mean, it's a pretty good go at it because it's not a terribly difficult shot. So you can see here, I was looking for a backspin shot originally, checking out where I am, etc. So I know what I did on this one is I played it 20% with wind arrow. I play with the wind arrow, which I know not everyone does, but anyway, this is just feel shots anyway, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I gave up on the backspin shot here because I was thinking that there was a hill there that I wanted to come down. Anyway, I gave up on that and then just went right at it. And here, I don't need to bore you. This goes in. I hit it perfect and it goes in. So we'll go to another shot here. One sec. Okay, so here's the APOC 7 shot, which almost went on the fucking green. I got the wrong fucking hole again. That's what I did wrong. Okay, so bear with me a sec. I'll go back. Well, here, this is the hole 8 shot. I missed a hole on the last one. So here's hole 8 with the APOC 5. I skipped a hole. Now I knew I was confused for some reason. So it always seems to be around that tree. I measured it off. I did 11, 4 in max with a 5. Moved that adjustment and then moved another 20 rings, I think. Or no, 18 I think I did with this APOC 5. With the APOC 7 I did 22, I believe. But this one comes in real nice. I think this is the one I drilled this shot. So if you don't have, I have an Off-Roader 7 on that account, right, which is a nice club for this hole. Or if you don't, use an Amazon, and I'll show you why. You can really go at the hole from that rough, where I was in the rough seems like roughly where you're going to be every time. And let's see here. So you can see I could really had a good angle at going at it. So I measured it out. This one I did as well, wind arrow, and from where I was there I did 70% with wind arrow, right, which equaled out to whatever, and then just tried to line it up, right. So that's not, I would be very lucky if that ever went in again, but, you never know if you're getting close, right? Okay, so sorry I went out of order there. I had shown you the APOC 7, or no, how did I? No, I showed you this one. So one sec. Okay, so here is the oh no, it's still the wrong one. Fuck it, Christ. Okay, so as you can tell, I've got the sharpest knife in the fucking drawer. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Okay, so here's the APOC 7 shot. So this Liberty ball is a 0.25. So I'm assuming with a snow globe like a 0.35, it should all be the same and maybe play the same spin. With a globe, you might have too much side spin. So same thing, sort of, this time I went a little more left of middle of that patch. Went all the top I could with this one and all the right. So actually it should be the same with a globe because it's just, you're not in max right spin anyway. You can see here, just missed that rough line, but check this out. So that was the APOC 7 shot, and then just had an easy chip from there. So, so hopefully you guys enjoy this. What I was trying to do is just try and put all our shots together. Please hit the subscribe, give me some feedback. Please join in this. Like, if someone else wants to do something like this, it would be great. I'd love to watch it. Tell me I'm a dick. Say I'm an idiot. Sitting here fucking after all my rounds drinking beers. I'm not the most organized, but hopefully y'all like this, and we'll talk to you later.